j'ai pu battre le vilain monstre de tout à l'heure. Il suffisait que je sois orline pour y arriver, quoi. Comme tout le direct et on est reparti les petits gars. Donc pour battre le vilain monstre qu'on a vu tantôt, c'est pas sur lui qu'il faut taper, mais sur tous ceux qui nous envoient, et à la fin on nous demande d'appuyer sur une des touches directionnelles. Et voilà comment on va.
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Shion, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegus, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
they will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renaissance on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
But that's too much. It's way too much. When this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shion!
Alvin?
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alvin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else, too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegus and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shion. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys... You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegus.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Or that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelegion. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorn.
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams. But a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world.
Agreed.
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was...
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually...
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those...
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is. can't sleep?
After everything we just...
Fair enough.
Shion's had to do... I thought she was I just figured, but it...
I know.
She was so...
I'm sure...
You...
Yeah, you were a good friend to her.
Yeah. When you think about... But over time... No, I mean, I think...
Rin... Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about...
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was...
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Danans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two. And before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. I did then. I didn't want to...
Shion.
But then, I realized... I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt... Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning... I've met too many people, so I'll fight. I don't know how we're going to...
It's going to be a long... But I swear...
Thank you.
Remember what we...
Yeah.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.
Alors, allons voir ce qui nous attend là-bas en haut.
Well, it's the moment of truth.
This lady better hold
Et
together once we're
oui,
up
c'est
in the
le
air.
moment de
Mom, don't
vérité.
say
On
that.
va
You're going to
enfin
jinx
voir
us.
ce qu'est l'aîné.
Speaking of which, Elvin, this bucket of bolts
Et
got a
on
name?
verra bien ce qui nous attend là-haut.
A name? You know, I'm not sure she ever had
J'espère que
one.
tu iras bien.
I never really thought about it.
J'aime bien les sorties.
Well, after all the trouble we went
Comme
through to
l'autre,
find her,
d'ailleurs.
we should give her one, right? I was thinking something like...
Fall Knights.
Huh?
It means owl in the ancient tongue. Literally, the one drawn to the skies.
I like it. Sounds perfect for our little escapade.
Not sure I'm completely convinced, but... Well, it's as good a name as any. From now on, she'll be known as the Fall Knights.
Okay, people. We have two goals. First, we need to get to Lenegis and make the Renans finally leave Dana alone. And then, we need to figure out the truth behind Shion's thorns and find a way to save her. Sound good? All right, then let's go.
C'est parti, mon kiki! Mais c'est que ça va vite, ces petites choses.
You know, I can still hardly
J'espère
believe
juste
it.
que j'aurai pas besoin de le piloter, qui va se
Believe
piloter
what?
tout seul.
I mean, just look at it. The whole of existence, crammed inside a tiny frame.
Now that you mention it, I guess you're right. It does look more like a painting than a living, breathing world.
From up here, all the struggles we've been through feel so insignificant.
Nothing like realizing how small you are to put everything into perspective. Kinda makes the differences between the Renans and the Danans feel pretty small too, huh?
How much longer until we reach Lenegis?
There are better ways to use your time than napping. We should take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the facilities on board before arrival.
Good idea. The starship may end up serving as our base of operations once we're down there. Think you'll be all right with the controls?
You mean the one set to automatic pilot? I dare say I'll manage. I'm basically just here to supervise.
In that case, she's all yours.
Everything okay, Shion? You seem a little different.
We'll be going to...
This must feel like a homecoming of sorts to you, huh? What was life on Lenegis like back then? You know, before you came to Dana.
Let's just say, I don't have many happy memories. I've had thorns my whole life. They called it treatment. But in truth, they were just using me as a guinea pig for their research.
You mean, they experimented on you?
That's right. All I was to them was a riddle to solve. They poked and prodded me, trying to figure out what triggered my thorns or changed the form they took. Day in and day out, every single day, one test after another. I'm still surprised they didn't try to dissect me. The look they gave me whenever one of them touched my skin. How could I forget it? Reeling from the pain. Some existence, huh? A blight on any I touched. Helplessly complicit in their pain. I thought things couldn't get any worse. But then they did. I started to have nightmares, visions of the coming apocalypse. Is it any wonder I lacked a cheery disposition? Unable to so much as touch another soul. Loneliness was my best friend. Sure, I survived, but with the knowledge that one day I'd be swallowed up by oblivion. And that's when it hit me. If I was going to die, then it should mean something. If I have to sacrifice myself to save the world, so be it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you relive that.
No, it's fine.
You say it's your destiny to die so that others can live. But why not the other way around? Why shouldn't we be the ones dying to save you?
Are you crazy? Why would you sacrifice your life?
That's exactly my point. Why should you have to give up your life just because you drew the short straw in the destiny stakes? How is that even right? It's that this struggle, if we're doing this.
A world free of sacrifice. That's what you've been fighting for all along, isn't it?
Not just me. We're in this together, remember? This fight is yours too, Shion. If we're going to win, everyone has to win. There can be no room for losers in this fight. Now I see it. The true nature of our struggle.
A victory without losers. But that means that a Danon victory over Rena can't be the end. Do you think we can pull it off?
You bet we can pull it off. We have to. It's the only hope we have of things ever.
Yeah, you're right. No one's ever changed the future. We can do this.
Is something wrong?
No. I was merely thinking how it had been 7 years, that's all.
You mean since you became a lord and left Lenegis? I guess even someone like you can get homesick, huh?
I am as prone to sentimentality as any other. Tell me, though. You too have a history with Lenegis. A traumatic one, no less. This trip will probably mean facing up to some difficult emotions. Doesn't that frighten you?
Well, it is a place where I took the lives of countless people. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about it. But I can't keep running forever. The past is what it is. There's no changing that. But the future...
I see.
Dohalim?
Forgive me. Come back and speak to me when...
Hey, Alphen, listen to this! So Law and I were just talking and...
Hey, shut up!
What's got Law all flustered?
Only that he's afraid of flying, the big baby. And after all that fuss he made about naming the ship, too.
Hey, I never said I was scared. I just think it's, you know, a little unsettling how we're going to be cruising through space in a glorified tin can. That's all.
It's a starship, dummy. That's what it's supposed to do. I don't think there's anything strange about it.
Well, maybe you're the one with the problem then.
Guys.
Oh, that's a good point.
Hard to argue with that, seeing how you hitched a ride.
You okay? Feeling airsick?
Actually, now that you mention it, not at all. These starships are a remarkably smooth ride, all things considered.
Glad to hear it. That device there caught your eye, huh?
I was just wondering what it is. It looks big enough to
It's a healing pod. It fixes injuries and illnesses.
Oh, you don't say. That should definitely come in handy if any of us get injured while we're down there. Alphen? Was it something I said?
No, I was just thinking back to when I escaped Lenegis, that's all. What with the ceremony and losing control, I was a total mess. Naori laid me inside here.
So, you're saying you got in this thing straight after escaping? But that mean... you were inside for 300 years?
Yes, it sounds crazy, I know. But don't even ask me why I stayed asleep all that time.
That's definitely...
What do you mean?
With the amount of fighting we've done, we would have never made it this far without you. And not only that, Alphen. Can you recall back to what it is that I said to you? Back when we left Menancia? About the dream of coexistence and needing...
Of course. That's why you came with us, right? To learn what you couldn't at home.
Even in that time, I'll always remember him fond. The world's bigger than just Menancia. My dream is for all Danans, wherever they might be, to be free. If I've learned anything on this journey, it's that. And the one...
Well, we're not out of this forest just yet. You should probably save your thanks. At least, until we've dealt with the Red Woman.
I know. But whatever we find when we get down there, I'm through looking the other way.
Kisara.
Probably getting a little ahead of myself, huh? Let's take things one step at a...
Is everyone about ready? We'll soon be making preparations to land.
Before we do that, just what exactly should we expect when we get down there?
Kisara has a point. Now that I think of it, I don't know the first thing about Lenegis.
I'd like to hear more too. It's been centuries since I was last there, and they didn't exactly give me the grand tour.
Very well. First and foremost, Lenegis was the base of operations in charge of the crown contest on Dana. Of course, it also happens to be a city in its own right, complete with its own independent society. Its social structure is based on a strict hierarchy. Put simply, the strength of an individual's astral arts carries great weight.
Enough to determine someone's social rank, you mean? But astral arts are innate, right? So people's positions are fixed at birth.
They can be honed with the right training, and there are admittedly other factors at play. But yes, that's basically the gist. As a result, family lines that churn out lords and their contenders wield disproportionate influence. and those lineages are treated as nobility.
Those capable of only weak astral arts are effectively an underclass, denied the right to descend to Dana even if they wanted to. Still, even the lowest rung on the Renin ladder is considered superior to being a Danon. Keep that in mind down there.
Thanks for the warning. As a lord, Dohalim must have been pretty high up in the pecking order, right? What about you, Shion?
Come on, you've seen her skill with astral arts. You really need to ask?
Fair point.
On arts alone, you're right. I'd have been sitting pretty. But you're forgetting my thorns. They weren't exactly an invitation to high society.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's refreshing to be around someone who says what they're thinking. Life's less complicated that way.
Jeez, give backhanded compliments much?
Wait a second. Are you? He is! Lost blush!
I am not!
Of course, separating people into castes based on something arbitrary like arts is discrimination at its worst. As if such simplistic criteria could ever be a measure of someone's worth.
So this Red Woman, are we expecting to find her on Lenegis?
I would wager so. Lenegis is too deeply involved in all this to discard the possibility. Chances are she's also connected to the Renis Alma being stolen from us in Pelegion.
If the Renis Alma is being used to exploit Dana, we need to take it back at all costs.
That Red Woman's got a lot to answer for. Just as well I've got a ton of questions.
We're about to land. The descent could be a little bumpy, so brace yourselves.
If there are clues about your thorns out there, Shion, we'll find them. There's no one here. I wasn't expecting a welcome mat, but still.
Lenegis's infrastructure is largely automated. Besides, people won't be expecting incoming traffic while the crown contest is still underway.
Do you think anyone realizes that we're here?
We may not have received a royal welcome, but I doubt our entrance went unnoticed. Don't let your guard down.
I really hope we don't have to fight anybody while we're here.
So now what? We've come all this way on a hunch that this Red Woman is here, right? And if we're lucky, the Renis Alma too. Any idea where we should start looking?
There is an area of the city that is accessible only to the Sovereigns, known as the Forbidden Zone. That seems as good a place as any for us to start.
Forbidden? What are they hiding?
I don't know, hence my desire to find out. Fortunately, we just so happen to have a Sovereign in our midst. In any case, changing the shape of a huge structure such as Lenegis would have required an immense source of power.
Then you think that source might have been the Renis Alma?
Precisely. Alphen said that he remembered the Renis Alma being used in the spirit channeling ceremony 3 centuries ago. Whatever the ceremony's purpose, if preparations are underway for it to be held once more, then the Renis Alma might be in the same place as last time, possibly together with the Red Woman. Hiding something of that worth in the residential quarters would only court trouble. In which case...
It stands to reason we should be looking somewhere normally out of bounds. Is that it?
Indeed.
But it's been over 300 years since I was made a Sovereign. You can't seriously think I'll be able to waltz right into the place after all this time.
There's only one way to find out. If there's even a chance you can get us in, I say we give it a shot.
Shion's right. Who knows? We might even find a clue to her thorns while we're at it.
All right. It's not like we're swimming in leads, so let's try to track down the Forbidden Zone. Beyond that wall lies a city full of Renans. The capital city where Shion and Dohalim used to live, no less. Who knows what we'll find on the other side?
What in the world?
This being Renan territory, I was prepared for a lot of things to look different. But this is a bit more than I anticipated.
The very foundations of the city have shifted. What could have caused this?
When Lenegus changed shape, it must have had an effect on the interior, too.
Maybe when they sent the wedge down to Dana?
But they wouldn't move around the places where people live. These are their homes, right?
I would think the citizens themselves didn't have much say in the matter. Either way, locating the Forbidden Zone just became that much trickier.
Dohalim? Is that you?
Avakir, I'm glad to see you're well.
So it is you! But why are you here? Shouldn't you be down on Dana participating in the crown contest? And these people!
So you haven't heard what happened on Dana, then?
Heard what?
Someone you know?
An old friend.
Hey, Dohalim, don't tell me you've started keeping company with...
They're with me. More importantly, what's happened here?
I'm really not sure. The city's foundations began to shift without warning, and now everything looks like this. We're all waiting for the Sovereign to tell us what's happening, but so far...
Avakir, listen to me. We're looking for the Forbidden Zone. Do you have any idea where we might find it?
The Forbidden Zone? What business could you possibly have there?
Trust me. The less you know, the better.
You're just the same as ever. I wish I could help, but what with the changed topography, I can barely locate my own home. Let alone the Forbidden Zone.
Very well. It looks like we'll have to find the way there ourselves.
Have you seen Faria yet?
No.
I see. Well, nothing much has changed with her. If anything, she's probably even more...
I can well imagine.
Why did you come back? You know it can only result in pain for you both.
I've no doubt of that.
You really are the same as ever. Fine, I understand. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And take care of yourself. Okay, Do?
So who's Faria?
Law?
If what Avakir said is true, it would seem the people of Lenegis are being kept in the dark about what's happening down on Dana.
They seem to be just as clueless about what's going on up here in their own world. Despite the fact that it's actually here that the wedge originally came from.
We need more information. Let's talk to the citizens, see what we can find out.
While we're at it, we can ask them about the Red Woman, too.
And don't forget about finding the way to the Forbidden Zone either.
Let's leave the talking to Shion. We can't have a bunch of Danans poking their noses around.
Good idea. I think that's for the best.
I shall assist.
You sure?
Being a lord on Lenegis has its advantages.
Right. Then we'll leave it to you two. The Danans among us should probably keep our heads down.
What if people freak out?
I shall explain it away by saying I'm leading you.
What are we, dogs?
Your lordship! Oh, what a great honor it is to finally meet you. I descended to Dana during the last crown contest also. Alas, when the contender I was backing failed to clinch the title, I returned. I witnessed the deaths of so many slaves.
Indeed.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're looking for a woman dressed all in red. Have you seen anyone of that description?
All red, eh? No, I can't say I remember anyone like that. I imagine she'd stand...
Yeah. What about down on Dana during the crown contest? You didn't see anyone like that hanging around the lord you were serving?
What's with all these questions? I've never seen her, okay? Not recently or otherwise. Why do you want to find her anyway?
Never mind. Forget I asked. Sorry to take up your time. Everything will be okay now.
I know the basics of healing arts, but my skills pale in comparison.
Oh, dear me. What an unspeakable mess this has all become. Just look at the state of our city. Even the Zugals have stopped heeding our... Whatever did we do to deserve this? Would that I have. We have no choice but to... But do my eyes deceive me? Could I really be standing in the presence of his lordship, Dohalim of the House Ilkaris?
Your eyes do not deceive you. It is I, one and the same. I have returned to fulfill a special duty, the details of which I cannot...
As your lordship wishes. First, Lenegis mutates beyond recognition. Now, this unexpected visit. The Ilkaris house has produced a great many lords over the centuries.
Your good wishes do me an honor.
Is everything okay?
Hmm? Oh,
I was hoping...
I suppose the I daren't... I was hoping to avoid...
You mean you...
Lord Dohalim...
Yes.
But if I thought maybe it was a passage...
It's worth investigating, at least. I shall go and assess...
You'd really do that?
Our lot in life...
Oh.
Well, we've canvassed this.
No one has...
You'd think...
Not to the...
Even
Yeah.
Everything that... Nothing happened.
The Sovereign... There is...
The Sovereign.
Without the... That's a...
The points come to think of it.
No.
Neither have I.
Hold up.
Assuming what I...
But what about trade?
Not if the
But I thought, what if something were to happen to the city?
I'm beginning to... But Sovereign...
Whoever wins the crown thereafter. As for how
3 cent... 300... That's not the only thing.
Do you think Volt...
I can't say for sure.
But that would mean we never did see... Is a new ceremony...
Wait a second. The ceremony can't go...
There's something else this...
Questions.
If the Forbidden Zone...
Then it's decided.
One of the citizens... Let's go find it!
With nobody left to run the show, I wonder what the people here are supposed to do. I mean, there's sovereigns up on the Renin homeworld, and all their lords were sent to
But Dohalim was a lord, right?
Only current acting lords have power. Renin society is quite strict about such...
Even if the other lords were still around, I doubt they'd be able to do much about the situation.
I wonder what they'd think if they were here to see Lenegis now. Balsif, Ganabelt, Almadria, and Volron. Now that I think of it, aside from Dohalim, we know next to nothing about the other lords.
Well, yeah, why would we? To us Danans, they were just enemies we needed to overthrow. Nothing more.
I know. But seeing Renins in their own city...
It feels strange.
Yeah.
If you're that curious about them, why not try inquiring with some of the locals? Every lord in their household has their share of supporters here on Lenegis. And luckily for us, the people here are unaware of the events on Dana.
Yeah!
Balsef had it in him to care about someone other than himself? Really?
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
So even he might have had something he wanted to protect.
I guess she intended to spread it throughout all of Lenegis then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from commenting.
What?
That was so horrible to people. Yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Danans?
This area doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district we went through.
Indeed.
Pardon me.
I guess her willingness to stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right too.
That doesn't make it true. Too bad they couldn't see through her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Gannett Harrows changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
When you think...
Yeah.
They must have
Renans at their lord...
That's what makes...
Right.
Guess that...
So,
Yeah, also feeling...
Yeah, but...
I know, but at the... So I guess...
You're sick, even if they...
Renwell.
Am I wrong?
Not at all.
being a dad, I think that's some...
Shion and Do...
And I'm going to...
There's something...
What is it?
The crown, in which case...
Yeah,
So...
Han,
So that...
the last I heard,
You're saying
I guess so.
now that
And that never...
a new in other words,
True, but...
you and me...
with any...
No, you stay...
Do?
Faria.
Varia? Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was...
But why are you here? Wait. Don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back. Nothing to say?
kill?
I'm here to take care...
Oh, of course. But let me tell...
If killing me... First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Is it...
Each of us have our pasts. I am no...
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Did you mean what you...
She has more...
But you can't...
Whatever happened, I have no intention of... Besides, you have...
Do...
Forgive me. Some things are best...
Wow.
Yeah.
You think? Man, these Renan sure know how...
Before I went Avakir, far...
Tarnigan. He was the one that...
He was once my dearest... Despite Fari entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her... It was a time...
A friendship.
I suppose it's natural you...
I would have, now. Besides...
Your praise does me too. And even then, Tarnigan had... But fate...
What happened?
Tarnigan was... But he was desperate.
You mean he...
How could I tell her?
So instead you...
That's not the same...
It is exact... As for what happened...
But... If you...
Shion's right. You've saved so... You saved me. So...
Frank as always. But...
Do you think he'll...
Yeah,
It's important.
I didn't
Sometimes...
I hope you're right. Elfin.
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
Whoa! Hoodle, no! That's mine!
Never thought I'd see you fighting Hoodle over food, of all things. Normally, you share everything you have with...
Yeah, but this is a big...
Is it really that big of a deal?
Please don't bring me into the...
It's always nice to eat something.
I can't believe...
But isn't that part...
That's all the more reason...
Everybody...
At times...
Yeah.
Dohalim's...
Yep.
I don't get women.
So good!
Did we really just spend that much money?
Damn it. Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Ho! I am Lord Dohalim of Elden Menancia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
Don't suffer in silence.
Its armor's too strong.
The enemy wields armor too.
Let's see about that.
You feel strong fight. Rising One! I'm ready! Mirage!
Shion, astral energy, full throttle!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
By the power of water, release astral energy!
Can't get out of this!
It's go time!
I'll heal you all!
Now you see what I can do!
Holy glimmer! Holy land!
Rising Wyvern! We're not ready!
On me!
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
In here!
Rising
Where are
Wyvern!
you going?
Mirage!
There! Go! It's
Rising Wyvern! I'm ready! Say no more!
Coucou Will, ça va et toi?
Rising Wyvern!
Glacial Sphere! Here's the evil!
Rising Wyvern!
Here's the Negative here!
You picked the wrong fight! Rising Wyvern! Mirage report!
Glacial Sphere!
Rising Wyvern!
Resonate with
Rising
the earth!
Wyvern! Rising Wyvern! I'm ready! Rising Zero!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Et j'ai eu les vilains, mais
Those
ça
soldiers
va
seem
pour
different from the
notre-
citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just
Et
attacked
encore
without
du
warning.
blabla.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem
mais il
to
y en a
recognize
beaucoup,
us
là.
as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiment.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here.
What with the Red Woman, the...
Oh oh. Je ne sais pas pourquoi, mais j'ai l'impression que... Que. Mais je fais comment pour aller là? Moi je veux bien. À moins que je n'ai pas vu mon poste.
Suit son chemin vers l'infiltration mercredi.
Oui, j'ai vu ça. Bon, moi je veux bien, mais je vais y aller. J'y vais comment? Parce que machin, je me bute là. J'aurais été trop bien. S'il est passé 5 minutes, après il était parti faire à manger. Aïe aïe aïe. Aïe aïe aïe.
This won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist.
Take this! Allow me to help you.
Not in your dreams.
Far enough!
These ones can run rings around us. Raging storm.
A wall to shield from calamity.
Mais il est passé sur le premier live, pas sur celui-ci.
That'll bring you down.
You picked the wrong fight.
Armor won't save you! Begin!
Dohalim.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis.
Benediction.
C'est pas la formule qui nous aussi pour commander.
Écoute, j'ai fait des baisses de tension, j'ai téléphoné à mon médecin et je vais chez lui lundi. Enfin, chez elle lundi. Les 2-3 derniers jours, je me suis retrouvée avec des 9 de tension.
Frozen.
Hammer!
Now, take this! Rising Wyvern!
On your knees.
Rising Wyvern! You're on!
Here goes.
Take this song! Ignite!
Elusive deity!
Rising Wyvern!
Can you take it? Prepare to be sealed! Take this!
Ouais, t'as vu ça? Et j'ai encore 2 cures à faire, donc j'ai peur.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Comment il va?
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Popeye, ça va, lui, mais Popeye, ça va toujours. Il est en train de faire son jeu d'horreur. On va essayer de passer derrière, on ne pas le voir. Voilà, je préfère battre celui-là.
Don't get careless.
You tell me!
I'll heal you all. I'm the true gun.
Pourtant, je te jure que j'ai pas faim, j'ai mangé à midi.
Sorry to trouble you.
You do the same for me.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
And howling to me. Here's evil.
Bloody howling!
Sleep now. I'll be baby heart sealed. Not on my watch.
Rising Wyvern!
I'll face you.
You're on!
Radiant here.
Rising Wyvern!
Glacial spear. Here's evil force.
Rising Wyvern!
Rending you apart! Bloody howling!
Tout ça fait avoir la balle.
You're finished!
Oui, oui, même plus que la dalle, parce que même en ayant faim, je garantis pas que je les mangerai, tu vois.
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
This one's mine.
Rising Wyvern!
Can you take it?
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! You're on! Rising Wyvern!
Now you see what I can do!
My shield! Rising Wyvern! You're on!
Now.
Rigor!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Rising Wyvern! You're on!
Take this!
Rising Wyvern!
Been confiscated.
You're on! This one's all mine!
I'm on a roll.
Bombard activity!
Now! Forward
Now.
freely!
Take it down. Demons descend.
Flashing bang!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Alors, où suis-je? Oh purée, il est encore long ce niveau. Oh, purée de tomate pelée. Il est par là. Hein. Ouais. Allez. Bouffon, bouffon, bouffon. 38.
Can't get out of bed!
Rising Wyvern! Remember!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Ouais, mais Seth me dit que je devrais être plus haute.
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Illuminate the dark!
Rising Wyvern! Flame and resonate with the earth to be let free!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Looks like we got them all.
Là, ça c'est fait. On va prendre le sport. On fait bien.
The
Là,
soldiers don't seem to have any
on vérifie que c'est le bon chemin. C'est le bon
qualms about
chemin.
attacking on sight.
Oh,
Is someone making them stand
ah merde,
guard over
là on est
the
obligé
Forbidden
de
Zone?
passer. Et qu'à moins que...
This one will be difficult
Oui,
to
aïe,
predict.
aïe, 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 aïe. D'autant tant que j'ai réussi à échapper à l'autre que là, pas le choix.
Time to cross blade! Eat dirt!
In a bind?
Rising Wyvern!
I can carve through armor! A wall to shield from calamity! Barrier!
Rising
Hop, okay. On n'a pas tapé, on n'a pas piqué beaucoup de...
Where are you going? Lightning descent!
Rising Wyvern!
Elusive deity!
Rising Wyvern!
I'm out of all back into the fray!
Begin!
Annihilation!
Rising Wyvern!
Illuminate the dark!
Ignite! Rising Wyvern!
Ah ben là, il est rapace là. Il est rapace là. C'est ça le problème, c'est qu'ils se remettent vite les monstres. Je voudrais être caillotte un petit peu plus longtemps.
Healing circle! Dance in the wind! We're playing nice! Back into the flare!
Celui-là, il est tellement moche qu'on dirait qu'il a déjà sur ses pattes.
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! I never miss!
Rising Wyvern!
Can't get out of bed!
Rising Wyvern! Charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Ouais, c'est vrai.
I'll leave it to you! Rising Wyvern!
Odds of being interrupted!
Rising Wyvern!
Now something faster!
Rising Wyvern!
Mirage on the wing! Here's evil! Ready to go!
Rising Wyvern!
Denied!
Burn in hell!
Not on my watch!
Rising Wyvern!
Elusive
Mirage!
Radiant blast!
Rising Wyvern!
Air drop!
Resonate with the earth!
Rising Wyvern!
Anything in my orientation ruined! I can carve through armor!
Ready to go!
Elusive deity!
Lightning blast! Reload! Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark!
Rising Wyvern!
Holy glimmer!
Soaring blast!
Here, let me help!
I'll grind you into dust!
The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Nothing gets by me! Far enough!
Rising Wiper! Mirage!
On your knees.
Annihilation!
Rising Wiper!
Now you see what I can do! Back into the
Rising Wiper!
Annihilation! I'll be Mega Ray! Searing flame! Flame of fury!
Rising Wiper!
Allez, il est dans le rouge, ça diminue.
No further!
More for the stockpile!
I am not beyond fury!
I owe you one.
Glacial Spear! This one's mine!
Rising Wiper! Mirage!
On va l'avoir, sale bestiole. Je sais pas à quoi ça ressemble, mais c'est une sale bestiole. On sauterait le géant. Avec plusieurs nœuds, parce que même si c'est pas patte, on dirait des nœuds. Allez, on va la voir. On va la voir. On va la voir. Yes, on l'a eu. Sale bête. Je l'ai eu sur le tutu. Aïe aïe aïe. Oh bah oui, tiens, évidemment. Son niveau 44 et moi niveau 38. Merci. Seb. Et tu as entendu, Will?
J'ai allumé la flamme quand j'ai sonné, mais j'ai préféré dépeindre le visage de mon larme.
Ben ouais.
Not today!
Where are you going?
Rising Wiper!
Pull myself together.
I'm ready! Rising Wiper! Mirage!
Take this!
Illuminate the
Armor won't save you!
Rising Wiper! Remember!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Searing flame!
J'ai allumé même pas deux minutes.
Ah ouais.
Rising Wiper! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Waouh! Tu savais pas me donner ça tout à l'heure quand j'étais avec le vendeur?
This one will be difficult to predict.
Même la santé, c'est...
In a bind? Tell me, have you ever considered your purpose in life? Damn it! Rising from calamity! Rising Wyvern! Armor won't save you! Far enough! Lunar Rondo! Rising Wyvern! You're on! Rising Wyvern!
J'attends les résultats. La préparation émotionnelle.
Ils sont pas pressés.
Blow them away!
Glacial spear.
You can't get out of this!
I never miss. Not in your dreams.
I'll smash you! My deal was all mine! Ignite!
Des flacons sautés survolés par terre de neige. Arrêtez, c'est pas d'être trop rapide PTDR.
It's too dangerous.
Non, faut pas être pressé, en effet.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Rising Wyvern! It's over! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Here's the healing art. Let me help.
In an instant! Impact block!
Benediction light.
Take it.
Release!
It's over.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
Too much to handle. Mega Ray.
Rising Wyvern!
Gemini Aqua.
Benediction light.
Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Rising Wyvern! Burn! Mirage! Rising Wyvern! Mirage!
This one's mine. Now. Astral energy.
Say no more!
Not on my watch. Reload.
Rising Wyvern!
Petit couteau que ça jetait en maigre enfant, je serais ton nouveau personnage à lui survolé par terre de rire.
Purée, 12 flacons. T'as rien des Yétis. Ils ont eu peur de manquer de sang, quoi.
Well, am I improving?
Tremendously. The speed and precision of your aim is simply unmatched.
I had no idea you were watching me so closely.
Bon, on va sauvegarder là parce que je sais pas ce qu'il y a derrière. 2 précautions valent mieux qu'une.
Le médecin avait coché plein de trucs différents.
Ah bah, tu m'étonnes.
Ce soir, Vampire Crawler Torres était en perso.
39, 40, 39, 40, 40, 39.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this
J'ai
was
joué un panda le dernier coup PTDR.
Alphen,
J'aurais fait à la Vincent Valentine visage riant aux larmes.
Aïe, oui.
PTDR.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, It would seem the sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
What? Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce Beans?
Alphen.
You again.
Encore toi.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Danon. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for. Let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my...
It wasn't right what they did to you. And I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone.
How
could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway.
Noctis pour toujours.
So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now.
Non, pas Erdine.
We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other.
Non, Erdine, c'est une
So I
salope.
suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
Oui. Erdine, c'est une saloperie parce que c'est de sa faute si Noctis il meurt dans le 15.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do.
Non.
We give them their damn self.
No.
The end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago, the night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so. Stream of Danon astral energy rushing over us.
Une fusion des 3 personnages.
Not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back
Ouais, mais
inside the
desquels?
wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dana's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lanigas. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the
Mais
spot where all that
je
energy
suis
was
pas
stored.
payé pour être drôle,
So you
Will.
think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
There certainly is a
Non,
resemblance.
non.
What about you?
Me?
Ça ferait un drôle de mélange, Seb. Non, non, non.
It's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dana from the Renans.
À la dragon casque mystère, jetait un visage riant aux larmes. Coucou le petit.
I'd like to liberate them too if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're in Dana or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Ça fait un moment déjà.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Ah, on va prendre pour rechercher. Voulez-vous tout? Oui. Là, ce qu'on va faire par précaution, c'est sauvegarder. Oui, oui. Quand je vois un schmule bleu de verre comme ça pour... Oui. Parce que bien souvent, quand il y a un machin comme ça, c'est qu'il y a un gros vilain méchant pas beau derrière. Parce que bien souvent, quand il y a un machin comme ça, c'est qu'il y a un gros vilain méchant pas beau derrière.
Faria, how did you get in here? Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Bon tennis, mon amour. Bisous, je t'aime. Je vais essayer de crier pas trop fort, promis. Oh, qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Oh non! J'avais dit qu'il allait avoir un vilain méchant pas bon affreux.
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when...
We can talk later. Here it comes.
J'avais dit... Oh putain, il est au niveau 45. Oh, il va me falloir du temps pour le battre. En admettant que j'y arrive.
First we handle the Zugals. Then we get some answers.
Oh mais qu'il est moche, mais c'est pas possible. Je crois qu'il est pas plus moche que la sauterelle de tout à l'heure. Hein. On aurait dit qu'elle avait des nus sur ses pattes. Donc celui-ci avec lui... Avec 6 bras, il est coton quand même, celui-là. Oh putain, et en plus, j'ai pas regardé à combien de points il avait au départ. Oui. Maman, Seigneur aussi. Encore 98 000 points. Je m'amorce.
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Rising Viper! Elusive Deity! Armor won't save you! Rotating pile tire! Tornado drive makes yours to be let free!
I'm on Sasa. Mega ray.
Heal!
I owe you one.
If it's in the sky, it's a win.
Rising Viper! You're on!
Radiant spear.
Negative
Try harder!
More where that came from.
Denied!
You're mine.
No further!
Radiant spear. Lightning orb.
Rising Viper! Wide open!
Won't escape me!
Oh.
Rotating pile tire!
Rising Viper!
Take! Resonate with the earth!
Rising Viper! It's on! Not today! Rising Viper!
I'll be ready this one.
I'll face you!
Raging storm. More where that came from.
Rising Viper!
With the power of water.
Benediction light!
Mais il va se calmer, il en a trop là.
Holy quiver. Radiant holy lamp.
Rising Viper! River!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Rising
If
Viper!
it's in the sky, it's mine. Tempest whirl. Denied. Illuminate the storm.
Rising
On va
Viper!
te calmer tes nerfs, mon vieux. Hein.
About to strike.
Mais t'es sérieux, va jouer aux cartes.
Up, everyone!
Now or never! No further!
Lightning orb.
You picked the wrong fight!
Can you take it?
Will this help?
I owe you.
Light and steel ready.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce bean?
Rising Viper! You're on!
Here comes Mega Ray. Dance in the wind.
Je crois que par rapport à celui que j'ai battu contre,
Illuminate the storm. Force. Holy glimmer. Recover. Holy lamp. Now we're going. That Gemini also. Seal.
Rising Viper!
avec les 6 papas, quoi, t'es sûr d'y arriver.
Rising Viper!
Ça passe avec 2 papas, il t'en faut 6. Espèce de... Oh alors, qui va me le ressusciter, là, le bonhomme. Oh. C'est pas pattes. On règle le téléphone. Allez, pas pattes. Allez, on a bouffé presque les 3 quarts. Et pourtant, je vous jure, j'ai pas faim. Hein.
I am not beyond fury. Anything in armor is to free you of your power.
Mais
Where are you going?
Not today! Rising Viper!
Damn it.
You're on!
I'm all
Rising
fucked up.
Viper! You're on!
Annihilation! Raging storm! By the power of water!
allez, on est dans le rouge.
Seal!
On est dans le dernier quart.
Take this.
Here, let me
Rising
help.
Viper!
Denied!
Luna Rondo!
Not in your dreams!
Rising Viper! You're on!
On va le bouffer tout cru. 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 On aura même pas besoin de mettre cuir, dis donc.
That move!
Here comes a big one! Rising Viper!
Radiant spear! I'm out of arrows!
Rising Viper!
Elusive deity. Too much.
Oh. On va mettre... sans remède. Hop. On est plus de 15 000 points les petits gars, on peut le faire. On va le faire. C'est pas quand hein, mais on va le faire. Allez, allez. Tap, 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 tap. Elle est où? J'ai dit tap. Allez, tap, 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 allez, qu'est-ce qu'il lui reste? On l'a eu! Yes!
Now it's just her! Faria, can you hear me? Faria!
Merci!
She's preparing another summoning!
The art she's
Merci.
casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her.
Tu vas pouvoir passer au mode normal, Véro.
Shion,
Ouais, mais pas tout de
please,
suite, tu vois.
Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I can do is heal her physically.
We're not even supposed to be in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You? Avakir, what are you doing here?
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to find out. I overheard what you said about Tarnigan, about how he really died. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. Leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved ones, if it wasn't for me.
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnigan, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. No amount of soul-searching or trying to make amends is going to change that. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living. Not for those already past, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right. So long as we've still got breath in our bodies, we can make a difference in the lives of others. Lives being the operative word.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem in its stead. Is that what you're saying?
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
I shall try.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve. The Forbidden Zone, remember?
Shion.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did for Faria.
Glad to be of service.
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Je laisse en lure, je vais laver la morveuse se rouler par terre de rire.
Ok, Dac.
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dana's astral energy.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
Lui aussi avait des épines.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her. It reminds me of Shion's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dana.
But the will of Dana is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dana's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dana's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shion's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally. We begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way. Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shion's thorns. As well as my own, I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happens. I'm determined to save Shion and Dana. Nothing I learn can change that.
Bon, on va sauvegarder par précaution. Allez. Hop, première porte à gauche.
Hold up, you guys.
What is it?
I want to look through that room over there. I'm curious what we'll find.
That's the room you visited in your past, right? Sure. We can check it out. This looks like some kind of research facility.
A laboratory secreted away in the Forbidden Zone. Why am I past being surprised at this point?
Looks pretty deserted.
Let's check it out. It might give us a new lead.
I think I can make this work.
Well, can you make head or tail of it?
These are experiment records, by the looks of it. Reams of them, dating back hundreds of years. Let's see. A composite being capable of controlling Danan astral energy, so as to convert its molecular and elemental makeup. The creation of a governing central figure, Taking the form of a Danon. Codename Sovereign.
Sovereign.
Wait, there's more. Research into utilizing force field crystals for the purpose of stable astral energy containment. That must be the Master Cores. With all this raw data, there's bound to be records here somewhere about the Maiden and the Lords, too.
About the Lords? Why would they be on there?
Think about it. The Lord's crests are clearly of a piece with those of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. Not to mention the fact that the contenders to the crown are selected from otherwise regular Renan citizens. In other words, it may be that all Renans are unwittingly being made subject to some kind of grand scheme.
What about the Sovereign? Does it say anything else?
Where do I start? All I've read so far is the headlines. There's so much here. To sift through all of it would require specialized... Wait.
What is it? Did you find something?
It's a list of names, with the title, Test Subjects, Sovereign. It's your call.
Read it.
There must be dozens of test subjects listed here. Hundreds even. All of them failures. Wait, I think I've found one that was successful. Test subject number 1273. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Alphen.
Donc c'est le vrai roi. Enfin, le vrai souverain.
They re-engineered me. Right here in this lab.
Alphen.
It's fine, really. What about the others? Was I the only one?
Test subject number 10105. Ethnicity, NA. Unique adjustment index, generation, NA. Given name, Volron.
Volron? But that means...
He's only sovereign because someone made him that way too.
He's the last one. In 3 centuries worth of records, you and Volron are the only 2 subjects on whom the experiment was a success.
But what about the winners of the crown contests? Does this mean that none of them were ever crowned sovereign after all?
Upon victory, the Sovereign shall return to Rena and rule over Rena and Lenegis combined. When a new Sovereign is decided, the outgoing monarch shall relinquish their post and live out the rest of their days on Rena. So we were told. But according to these records, there have only ever been 2 Sovereigns, neither of whom had anything to do with the crown contest. It's all lies, including the part about the Sovereign residing in Rena. The crown contest was never about deciding a new ruler. It must always have been devised for some other purpose.
But even supposing that's true, someone must have been in charge for the past 3 centuries, right? If it wasn't the Sovereign, then who was it?
Crown contests have been held this whole time, in spite of the fact that there was already a Sovereign. Me. Meaning that for the past 300 years, someone out there has to have been maintaining that lie. The same person I'm willing to bet is behind all this.
Je te souhaite bon live, bon visionnage à tous et toutes. Bye, signe de la main, Nick posé.
Merci Will. Bonne fin d'après-midi à toi.
But that doesn't necessarily mean she's the mastermind behind this scheme. She could be working for someone else. Someone back on the Renan homeworld.
Either way, it's fair to say she's definitely involved somehow.
What about the data records? Is there no other information that could help us?
Not that I can see. Just file upon file of experiment results. There's nothing here about who's behind all this, or what their endgame is, unfortunately. I've barely managed to scratch the surface, mind you. You won't be able to read through it all, but you're welcome to take a look through what you can while we're here.
I'll do that.
So this is where Alphen became the Sovereign, and Volron as well. The significance of this location would suggest...
Hey, it looks like the terminals in here turned on too.
We should look through them. They might contain valuable information.
Naori,
Don't talk. I have to do this. I gave you my word that I'd help you return to Dana. The next time you open your eyes, you'll be home.
But you...
My place is here with my people. I still have a duty to fulfill. I'm sorry for what you've endured. Renan never should have dragged you into this. It's not your burden to bear.
But...
The mask contains a sedative. It should keep your mind from tearing itself apart any further. Let yourself go to sleep. This should help with the pain. Time to go, Alphen. Farewell.
Naori...
His injuries are worse than I thought. Short-term treatment isn't going to cut it. I'll have to switch the healing pod to long-term hibernation mode. The chance of surviving hibernation's less than 10%? And worse, long-term use of the mask carries a high risk of damaging his mind and nervous system. But... Lenegis will be nothing but ashes, and this starship along with it. I don't know if I can fulfill my promise to you, Alphen. But if doing this will grant you even the slightest chance, I have to try. I hope it's enough. Please, live for me, Alphen. That vision. It must have been from when Naori helped Alphen escape Lenegis.
She sure went above and beyond the call of duty.
Even with Lenegis crumbling down around her, she chose to stay put with her people.
So that's why you lost your memories and sense of pain, and why you were asleep for that whole time. It was all the result of one agonizing decision Naori made to save your life.
Yeah. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't even be alive today. I owe her everything. More than I could ever hope to repay.
Now that you know how she felt, how do you plan on honoring her wishes?
She kept her promise. If the Renan people she fought so desperately to protect are at risk from a malevolent force, then I owe it to her to carry on her fight. Naori was the one who put that mask on me, and made me Iron Mask.
She did it to prevent your soul from tearing itself apart. She knew you might lose your memories and sense of pain as a result.
On en apprend des
But
choses.
more than anything, she wanted you to survive. And you did.
This place... We've seen this in one of Naori's memories.
Of course. After 300 years, this is where it was held. The spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renis Alma was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renis Alma isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving.
Naori?
What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year since the ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
Is this another memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening...
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own. I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done. With the destructive force now slumbering inside of me, I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet. That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead. That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse on to my descendants as well. Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just... Naori.
That message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danon voice speaking through her?
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the maiden's outfit?
That's right. These clothes are designed to resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still...
No, it isn't.
Et je suppose que là, ça va fonctionner, évidemment. Sinon, le jeu serait fini.
Right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renan lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included.
Tu en as trouvé combien des roues en fait?
Now let's get moving, shall we?
Aucune idée. Et j'avoue que je ne cherche pas.
Thank you, Naori. So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony, and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories
is the reason for your curse.
The thorns.
It all leads back to them.
J'avais tout trouvé car il avait les ailes de Sephiroth se rouler par terre de rire.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible.
Non, moi je les ai pas tous. J'en ai pas trouvé des tonnes et des tonnes. Mais j'ai pas cherché non plus. Hein.
About a life without my thorns, the touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone, all the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself, and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah. You're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead. And it's for my sake. So I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you.
Jérôme.
Good. I'll keep
Rachel, j'ai mis les ailes d'ange.
for as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Le frérot. Contre Rinwell, je me suis éclaté dessus se rouler par terre de rire. Et puis je suis dans ma fille. Je dis je vais un vide sur mon je suis à fond dedans. Lunettes d'un talot des livres flottants avec des ailes de diablotin visage riant aux larmes. Et frérot, tu vois la fille, je te parle hier quand je suis passé, tu s'écartes pas m'envoyer des messages depuis ce matin. son pseudo, ça va aller vite se rouler par terre de rire.
Et longtemps, tiens.
C'est pas la même, c'est Sep qui habite à Strasbourg. Je pas y aller lol, visage riant aux larmes miam. Elle m'a encore envoyé une photo d'elle.
Oh merde. Je reviendrai plus tard parce que j'ai oublié que j'avais ma série. Donc à tout à l'heure. Bisous.